airsoft fields hate him. Click here to find out why with one simple trick. What's going on, guys? It's Boaz with Airsoft GI, and today I'm going to be going over some things that I bring to an airsoft field that normally people won't expect, but I feel like they're pretty useful things that will make your life a little easier when you're playing out there, especially with the lockdown starting to lift in certain areas and fields are starting to open back up. I just thought maybe if I just gave a couple pointers or maybe a couple things here and there that you guys can take to the field and, you know, make your day a little easier for you. But before I blow your minds with some oddly satisfying solutions for your everyday airsoft conundrums, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon to get notified every time we upload a new video. Guys, as we always say, airsoft on YouTube is kind of an uphill battle, so every like, every subscription does count and helps us push that content out to you guys so that way you guys can stay on top of our upload schedule so we can feed you, ram down your throat, force feed you that Gucci content. And if you guys would like to support us directly by letting me, Kevin, and Cisco have jobs and also to eat 3 square meals a day, go ahead and make sure to check out Airsoft GI for all your airsoft needs. Shopping there basically helps us directly. Oh gosh, I'm such a shill. First item that I bring to an airsoft field actually is spare eye protection. So I know a lot of guys out there, you guys run your dedicated set of goggles or shooting glasses depending on how your field rules are, and you guys complain about fog. And especially for me, I'm a big sweater. I sweat a lot and it's very easy for me to fog out there on the field. And oftentimes, more often than not, it's usually because there's dust on the lens of your goggles or your glasses, and that's what's causing it to fog a bit more than usual. But let's say your goggles break, or maybe your friend forgets to bring a set of eye pro. It's always good to have an extra set of eye pro on you so that way you can help your friend out, or if you're just sick and tired of fogging up and getting shot all the time because you can't see your enemies, you know, extra pair of eye pro goes a long way.
Also, if you want a chrono without putting on your entire face mask setup, just bring one of these bad boys, go out there, you can chrono real quick, take it off, and you'll be nice and comfortable and clean. Back to Boaz. All right.
Next up, not so weird, but something that I noticed that a lot of players do overlook when out on the field is silicone lube. So a lot of times if you guys are running gas buildup guns, especially pistols, and you guys are running it outdoors, a lot of times dust and dirt and grime kind of just finds its way into your gas blowback platform. And the easiest way to really remedy that is obviously just some silicone lube. So that's just one thing that I bring. And one thing that I get asked a lot actually, other than spare batteries, is you got any lube, man? Hey, you got any spare lube? Oh, I need some lube. Next item up on my weird list is paintbrush. Now I may be wondering,
Boaz, what are you doing with the paintbrush out in the restaurant? Doing a paint a picture or something while you're playing?
no, actually, this is one trick that I learned from a camera assistant when I was out in the desert shooting some kind of commercial music video, something like that, where it was really windy and dusty and dust got all over the camera a lot, and he was using it on the camera, not the lens. If you guys have cameras, do not paintbrush your lens. Never do that. But for the body of the camera, I strongly recommend it. So how does it apply to airsoft? Well, if you have an AEG, like a rifle, or maybe some gas block pistols, on the outside, on the exterior of the gun, sometimes dust and grime can accumulate on the body. And if you like having your guns shiny, or maybe not have it look so dusty and scuffed, in between games, or maybe at the end of the day before you take your guns home, you just take your gun and just lightly brush the exterior off. You know, especially in the Picatinny rail sections, dust really likes to collect in there. So if you guys want to get that out of there before it semi-permanently cakes on, you just lightly brush the exterior and your gun is picture ready. On the same topic of cleaning your airsoft gun, especially while on the field, another thing that I noticed that players do not bring, but I think is very important, is can of duster gas. Now you can find this at pretty much any department store or office supply store. They're very easy to get a hold of. And this will help you not just with the external bits of the gun, it's actually for near the internals of the gun. So remember how I said that a lot of airsoft players out there lack silicone lube when they're out on the field, and the pistols get super grimy and whatnot. This is another way, a preventative measure for keeping your gun getting super grimy or dusty. So when you're out on the field and you're using your pistol and dust starts to accumulate, right when you come back, you take this can of duster gas and then you open up or you get the mag out of the gun and you just kind of spray the mag a little bit and just get all that dust or whatever that has accumulated out of your gun. And also, one thing to do before applying the lube, what I like to do is I like to split the slide in the frame of my pistol and then just kind of spray some air to get all that excess dust or grime that's accumulated out of the gun before I lube it. So this is one little nifty trick that I picked up from some dude at the field some years ago, and I've been doing it ever since. Okay, what if you don't like buying duster gas every time or having to worry about refills? Well, one thing then I would recommend is a blower. So this is a more reusable, sustainable option, I suppose, where you could do the same thing but different, but still same. So as the name implies, you just take the blower, and you can get this on Amazon for pretty cheap, probably for the price of like one of these. Just get one of these guys, and then you just, you know, blow the dust off of your pistol mag or in your slide, you know, and then you just blow away. Just blow it. Just, ooh, this is pretty nice.
Looks like a turkey baster.
But hey, this is a rocket blower. This is name brand. It can do that. And if you guys are hot, I don't endorse this, just for comedic purposes only. You can turn it upside down. Oh God! And get a nice blast of cold on people. Oh God! All right, and remember how I said previously in the video where your iPro fogs up easily and how most likely it's because of the grime and the dust. Now, the easiest way to remedy that is obviously to clean your iPro. But one thing, in my opinion, is that I hate using those microfiber cloths that come with the goggles. I always lose them, or they always like get dropped on the ground and they become unusable. So for me, I like a more disposable option. So I bring lens wipe and lens fluid. Now this is for camera lenses. So this, you can use it on your camera if you want to. I'm using right now these Kimtech laboratory wipes. These are lint-free and scratch-free disposable wipes for your lenses. So if you're concerned about getting your lenses on your iPro all scuffed up or scratched up from wiping it down, this will not do that for you. So one thing I like to do is I always take the first one out because the first one is in contact with the world. I throw that one away. And then the second one I pull out and I get this alcohol-based lens cleaner. This is, I think it's a Roscoe brand. You can get this on Amazon for a couple bucks. And then you just drop the solution onto your cloth and then you just gently wipe both surfaces of your iPro. And that'll, in theory, get rid of all the residual dust and grime off the lenses of your iPro and prevent any further foggage, in theory. And the last thing that I like to bring just to make life a little easier, especially for all aftermarket accessories that you put on your gun. So if you're someone like me that likes to run like optics and lasers and lights and whatnot, one thing that I like to bring is something called a Storacell battery holder. Now, this is one made for the CR123A type batteries. I believe Storacell makes cases for AAAs, AA's, pretty much any battery you can really think of, and they kind of keep it all in one place. So when I bring spare batteries onto the field, especially from accessories, oftentimes they're just in either really rinky-dinky packaging or they're just loose, just hanging around in your gun bag, and they inevitably get lost and you can't tell the difference between what is a dead battery and one's a live battery. So for me, I think this makes a huge difference when I go out to the field because I have a readily available, very visible, bright colored case for batteries that I can use whenever my optics or my accessories die on me. Okay guys, this concludes my list of weird things that I bring to an airsoft field. Now, I'll be completely honest with you guys. I don't bring everything out here all the time, but when I do, it makes my life a whole lot easier, especially things like the paintbrush or the duster gas. it just makes my life way easier just because I don't have to do all that stuff, all that cleaning when I get home. And especially the Spare Eye Pro and the Silicone Lube, these things you can find at airsoftgi.com, I believe. These shooting glasses will run you anywhere between $10 and $12. We also have full steel goggle options out there for also relatively inexpensive, and as well as the Silicone Lube, it's probably like $5-6. And of course, BBs and gas. Make sure you always stay packing when you go to the airsoft field. You don't want to be that guy that doesn't bring a battery or BBs or gas on the field. So make sure to stay regularly stocked at Airsoft GI. Everything else you can find easily at any department store or online like Amazon. And yeah, they're widely available, and these are things that I would love to see more out on the field. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, make sure to press that subscribe button if you haven't already, and the bell icon to get notified every time we upload a new video. Go ahead and make sure to drop a comment down below if you guys do carry anything weird to an airsoft field that you don't really see people bring out usually, and maybe we can help each other make our lives that much more easier when we go out to play. We upload a new video every Wednesday and Friday, and we also do live streams on Thursdays, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And of course, everything Airsoft, make sure to stop by airsoftgi.com. Supporting Airsoft GI directly supports us and helps us stay well fed, and I need to feed myself. It's such a show. Anyways, we'll see you next time.
Alright guys, we have another shooting challenge for you guys. I am using the Classic Army Mark 16 Skirmish ECS. There are starter packages available with this for the gun, BBs, batteries, charger, everything you need to get shooting, but you will need eye pro. So we have 6 targets lined up down there. You're gonna have to shoot 3 with your dominant hand, and then you're gonna have to transition to your offhand and shoot the other 3. See how fast you can run it down.
All right, shooter ready, and go.
Woo! That's a lot tougher than it seems, guys. Try it out, post it, tag us, and we will feature you.